Well, good morning. Welcome everyone to the AAR series. My name is Bill Gray. We start real estate all in the same area. We start off going to school. We take the course, we learn the material, learn all the details of the law. We pass a state examination, and then we look to find a brokerage company. Brokerage company will give us a training program, and then we're going to say, there we are. We're out now looking for people who want to buy and people who want to sell. But what's odd about this is we look around the business and we see there are certain people that have, in essence, been in the business for 25 years, that seem to have all the clients they want, seem to get the calls, seem to get the listings, seem to get the sales. And then we have the agents who wind up after 6 months, although they do have all the clothes, they have all the cars, they have all the equipment, it doesn't seem to work for them. And you wonder, why is it in any line of business we're in, certain people succeed and other people just seem to wander away? It happens all the time. It's happened every year. It happened 20 years ago. It'll happen in essence 20 years from now. But there are 3 rules. There are 3 concepts. There are 3 canons that seem to make the difference in any line of work we're in. You can be a doctor, you can be a mechanic, you can be a teacher, you can be a lawyer, but most of all, we are real estate agents. Today, people want to know 3 things. But what's odd about that, they don't even know what these 3 things are. But if you know them, you can have a leg up on knowing what's going on in their mind. Number 1, here's what they want to know. Are you going to do a good job? If I hire you to list my house, if I hire you to locate a house for me, are you going to do a good job? Will you look for the right property? Will you spend the time to research it? Will you learn the details? Do you know the forms? Do you know the laws? Do you know the changes? Do you know what's happening in the market today? Although you say you do in your ads, will you really do a good job? You find the agents today that run ads that say, I am honest and trustworthy. That's not enough. Are you going to do a good job? Because people will look for those that do a good job. That's how you get the recommendations. But number 1, that's not enough. We now have to go to lesson number 2. Not only are you going to do a good job, but can I trust you? If you tell me my house is worth a certain amount of money, is that true? Can I trust you, or are you just trying to make a commission? Will you take me to the property that I spec'd out, that I think is something that I would want? Will you take me to an area that meets our needs? Will you do the research? Now, if you violate the trust, if you tell them a lie, if you tell them a story, and you breach the trust, it can never be fixed. Think of the people you've known over your life that you've trusted, and that trust has been broken or breached. Very difficult to get that back. In the business world, if you want to get repeat business, they have to trust you and know that you have their interest ahead of yours. Are you going to do a good job, and can I trust you? Now, the last one is the glue. It's the adhesive. It's what's going to keep you around for a very long time. It's going to have people move. When you move, they will follow you. Where you go, they will seek you out. And the last one is, do you care about me? There are a lot of people who do a good job, and there are a lot of people that you could trust, but there's something missing when you work with them. There's this element of, they're nice, but they don't seem to care about me. If you care about them, will they pick it up? Will they know it? Not through your words, but through the actions. I remember a few months ago, I was out to dinner with a client, and his telephone went off. I asked him if he wanted to take the call, and he said, no, I'm speaking to you right now. I remembered the message he sent to me that you are more important than the phone call. Yet how many times do you go out with people that phones ring, and all at once they take the call, and all at once you are just left in the dust? Something came more important than you. Clients want to know, do you care about me? I remember when I was buying a piece of real estate in downtown Scottsdale, a small commercial lot from a large commercial brokerage company in town. On Mondays, while we had the transaction in escrow, he sent me a fax and says, "This Monday we're getting the property appraised." Next Monday, I would get a fax saying, "This week we have disclosure papers coming." But the third week of the transaction is the one that stood out above all. He sent me a fax that week and he said, "This week nothing is happening." And I thought, wow, here's a commercial broker, small commercial lot, who took the time to tell me nothing was happening. I remember that all of these years, and when I look to do commercial business, I seek that broker out. Go back to your high school reunion. Look around the room at the teachers that you want to go talk to. Is it the teachers that had the PhD? Is it the person who probably had the most awards? Not likely. It's the person who cared about you. The connection between you and the teacher, you and the agent, you and the doctor, you and the attorney, once they know they care about you, there's a bond that's going to build you in business for the rest of your life. So 3 things as you pursue a career. Are you going to do a good job? Can I trust you? And do you care about me? Those 3 things will keep you in the world of business for a number of years.